Greetings to all. Today we are going to carry out the debate corresponding to the activity task 4, task 2, comparison of the two civilizations of the subject English 4 of Licenciatura en Lenguas Extranjeras con énfasis en inglés de la UNAD. My name is Carolina Manso, and for this activity I will play to the role of moderator. The present group corresponds to super group number 33. The participants present in the development of this activity are the classmates Cristian Camilo, Lisa Fernanda, Natalia Paola, Diana Paola, and Carolina Manso.
Greetings to everyone. My name is Luisa Fernanda Lince Forero, and we decided to start this debate talking about United States. Why United States? As you know, everyone wants to go there, to live there, to I don't know, to do work for United States. Why? Because social media show us that there are a lot of money, or there is as a sky, a different place is amazing. But social media shows that is not real life. For that reason, when there are a lot of people who arrive there and return back to Colombia to them place to them countries, because it's not the same social media with real life. No, it's not the same, and that is the reason why we have to know everything about both civilizations, Eastern and Western culture. That, for example, in Eastern culture is known as Global South, and Western culture is known as Global North. In Eastern is Asia, Middle East, and Western is South and North America. Okay. Uh, yes, we are going to start this debate comparing both civilizations. Okay, continue.
Okay, so how did the two civilizations conceive religion and spiritually? Difference and similarities. Um, In the Western culture, they worship a single god, and in the Eastern culture, they worship several gods, but they also have a main god.
Okay, spiritually is very important in Eastern culture, but in Western culture, a lot people a lot people um, forsake religions. Why? Because in Western culture, the people, they don't believe in everything. People are more critical, are more free, are more flexible, and they always are asking or saying why this religion. However, in Western culture, the most religion that is practiced is Christianism and Catholicism. Okay.
Okay. In the Western culture, they take sin as an offense against God, and in the Eastern they take this concept as a way of personal growth and learning.
Yes, another difference between are in answer spiritually is has a lot of phases. For example, spiritually has different religions there. People are more spiritually. People always are taking, are saying thank you or doing things around the religion.
Mm, in both cultures, they believe in life after the death.
Yes, of course. In both cultures is believed that, but it's not really clear, and we are not sure about what happened after the death, or no, it's just a belief, just like that, because we are not sure about.
Okay, and next question. What is the role of the woman in the two civilizations in the past century and now? Difference and similarities.
Okay, in Western, a woman has an important role in the society. For example, the Women's Day was super celebrated, but today in Men's Day was no a normal day. That seems what is the most important role in our society. People, for example, leaders or important professions in our society are followed by women.
Yes, and at present in most countries of the aims and ways, women are liberal and participatory in jobs that only men could do before.
Okay, in Eastern civilization, women are less important than men. What is the reason? Because the civilization say man is most important than you, and you have to do everything what your man say to you. For example, in some places a woman can go out, or in some places a man has many wives, and the wife just have to have one husband. Or for example, in some places women have to cover the face, because anyone has or can uh, see her face. No, here the women are very free, have freedom. Here woman um, has critical mind. Woman can do, or yes, can do everything what she believes is correct, or she wants to do. For example, the clothes, in Western culture you can use what you want to use. Even, for example, if you want to go out without underpants, you can do it. But there, you have to always go out, or stay in your home, cover all of your body. Even in the sexuality, if you want to have sexuality with your husband in enter, you have to keep cover everything. A husband doesn't know the real face of him wife, or things like that.
Yes, occur. Tiana, what do you do think of the role of women in the two societies?
Hello, classmates.
How are you?
I'm
I'm
good.
sorry. I'm sorry for late. Okay.
Diana, we are in the recording. You can join to us saying something about the woman role in both civilizations.
Classmates, I have the difference and similarities in both civilizations.
Yes, thank you. And we are talking about role of the woman in both civilizations. You can say to us the differences, the similarities, but doing emphasis about human role, woman role.
Women in Eastern culture, women may be expected to play a traditional role. Western culture, women may have a better place in society. Eh,
Okay, I want. Yes,
that
continue.
is this difference of both civilizations. Okay, continue with next question.
No, I want to do something else in this question. For example, about professional life or academical life. In Western, you can do what you want to do. You can grow even if you are mommy or even everything. You can work, you can study, you can do everything. But in Eastern culture, you are very limited. You have, if you are a mommy, you have to stay in your home, taking care about your children, doing the or being the housewife or serving no serving your husband, things like that, and no more. You can grow in other uh, characteristics, just being in your home. Okay, next, Carolina, thank you.
Okay, the next question is the most important contribution of each civilization be the civilization. I consider Eastern civilization has made a great contribution to technological advancements, advancement, and Western culture has made great contribution in the chain of culture and traditions.
Yes, I think that technical advances has a, a good contribution from Eastern cultures. However, I think Western culture is there are people very intelligent, but we are less disciplined, we are less constantly. For that reason, Western culture has or show us more advances, more new things, new innovation. But we can do it. However, our civilization doesn't let us to do it. About what did you say? Technology and what there was the other thing?
Cultures and traditions.
Ah, yes, cultures and traditions. In Eastern culture, there are many traditions different. For example, the bow down to touch the feet to elder people, to parents, to welcoming um, welcoming guests. Yes, it's a good tradition. I like that, but in our country or in our civilization, it's very difficult to do that because we seems rude or we don't have the same values to them. Uh, no, it's really difficult to do it.
Yes.
Diana, do you want to say something?
Mm, I want to see some similarities. In STEM education, achievement is likened to struggle and hard work, like the types of religion in Eastern culture, such as Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, and clothing and rituals are so different in Eastern cultures, like India's paying respect to parents or elders by touching her feet. East Asians bow down as gestures when walking guests, saying thank you and apology.
Another important contribution is that in education, as Diana says, for example, in education in Western culture, you are guided by creativity, individual's interests. So in Eastern culture, you have to do just what uh, give you excellent academical yes, always if but you have to be excellent academically.
Yes,
Eh,
besides
and about economy, Carolina.
economic. Okay. Wood culture have contributed to economic growth worldwide. In see,
Yes, you are in the point. Economic growth has good advances from to both civilizations. Uh, uh, in Asia, in United States, and yes, has a good growth economic. Guys,
yes, totally agree. The two cultures play a great role in the world economy. Um,
do you want to talk about another topic?
Hello, my name is Natalia Paola Carrillo Espina, and I will talk about the most important social characteristics of the Western civilization. This culture is characterized by a dominant set of values, beliefs, and modern thoughts. The capitalism is one of the most important characteristics because it's the economy on which this culture is based. And despite being criticized for creating social inequality and its instability, capitalism remains a central value in Western culture. The individualism is another social characteristic of the Western people. It emphasizes the importance of the individual and their freedom. It's also seen as a way to promote human achievement and progress. In Western culture, relationships are not hierarchical. People are treated equally and with the same importance, regardless of a person's professional position or age. About the ethics of this culture, they are based strictly on law and regulations by the government, and it's in charge to judge whether what a person did is right or wrong. To end with the social characteristics of this culture, I must mention that they always speak with truth and honesty to others about their feelings.
The next question. The next question.
Yes.
Continuing. Okay. The main difference of the cultures mentioned above. Yes, the main difference of the cultures.
Mm, the main difference. Diana, do you want to start?
Yes. Mm, the first one, instant culture. People may express their emotion in a subtle way. Western culture, people may express their emotion openly and directly. Another, in Western culture, youngsters give more priority to family and elders. Western culture, youngsters give preference to the individual.
Uh, by my part, I want to talk about marriage. Marriage that are arranged by the family in the Eastern culture. Doesn't matter if you love to your couple, your future couple or not. In Western culture, is first love and then the marriage is very important, and if you don't love your couple you don't have to get married with someone. Love is considered a tie the marital note for instance, um, in in Eastern culture, elderly people is who is the maker, the decision makers who say, you have to get marriage with this person because he has a lot money, or he is very intelligent, or I don't know, because your family say you have to do it and you have to do it in this way.
Yes, the cultures have a very interesting concerns because one is more modern and the other is more traditional. Eastern culture is traditional, while Western is more modern.
Yes.
As culture, arranged marriage are common. Western culture, love marriage are common.
About relationships, for example, in Western, there is more the quality, more, yes, you and your husband can do the same at the same time, but in Eastern, the relationships are more oppressive. Uh, Leader is man and no more.
In the sexuality, for example, in the West, sexuality is very normal, subject and people sometimes take it as free expression, while in the East it is still a taboo subject and it is frowned upon to express more than necessary.
Yes, also in Eastern culture, the economy has a more prestigious than everything in the life. while in Western, they consider love to be the key foundation for a marriage and for everything, not the economic.
Yes. Diana, do you have more contributions?
Yes, in certain culture, an individual's freedom may be restricted to his close bonds with family. Westerners are relatively freer than people in the East.
Okay, concluding, we can say that there are many characteristics in both civilizations, are very different, and we have to to research, to read a lot about both civilization if you are interested in travel, in know different things, in learn other traditions different to your country, different to your place, and you have to have an open mind. If you want to grow in knowledge, you have to have an open mind. Thank you.
That is all, classmates.
Hi, my name is Camilo. I'm going to conclusion the two civilization in Eastern culture and Western culture. We can conclude the importance of the two civilization in the construction of a more modern world and with better living comfort that because of power people lose their weight and are not able to control their decisions. It's very important to mention the biodiversity of the cultures, religion beliefs, typical place, and typical festivals. Each one is characterized by different pillars of economic and personal development. For example, we have the Oriental culture, whose main value and perseverance, social stability, respect for authority, and decision making for the most experienced people. While Western culture is based on garden equality, tolerance, solidarity, and cordiality. We can also say that the two civilizations have left legacy in the story of the world. Each one has been in charge of creating different dialects and alphabet that have allowed people to community over the year. Another theme that we can resort in is that they heal the community of their country with beauty and personal care products. We cannot forget all the amount of clothing, the produce, and the biodiversity of the important products. Another Another very conclusion is that each civilization follows custom and religion beliefs that allow each to differ between good and bad. All the discrimination and inequality has been evident for many years, and this is good reflection of the few who take advantage of the resource and others are who suffer needs. Thank you.